Hey guys, back with another video. It's going to be on the terror barrier a little more, and this is a huge thing I see with so many people. Right? You formulate an idea, or you're talking with a friend and they say something and it sparks an idea in your mind, and you get really jazzed up about it. And you write down some things and you make a decision. Hey, I want to do this. But I know from experience and from seeing so many people, if you're interested in it, you will do the bare minimum. You'll do the easy things, the things that aren't scary, the things that are fun. It's the committed decision you have to make and force yourself to take action. Nobody's going to force you to do anything. And so you can just stay where you're at the rest of your life. No one is going to push you to do the things you really know you need to do. You have to do that. And this is why habits to me are the biggest thing, because as you start changing your habits and stop lying to yourself and following through on the things you say you're going to follow through, your self-esteem improves. Every time you tell yourself you're going to go to the gym and you're getting pumped up and you're going to start a workout routine, and then you go once or twice and then you don't go, you just lied to yourself. Or you told yourself you're going to get out of debt. Or you told yourself you're going to buy a house, or you told yourself whatever it is you told yourself you're going to do, and then you do it twice and quit. We lie to ourselves all the time. So we have no self-esteem. It's when you start changing these habits and making a committed decision and walking into the terror barrier, even though it's scared, you find strength. And you start to build self-confidence because you're doing what you said you were going to do. You're not lying to yourself anymore and letting yourself down constantly, right? We'll go help someone else do anything they want, but we won't walk into the terror barrier and get uncomfortable for ourselves. We'd rather resort back to the comfort zone. And so I really want you to make a committed decision and look at, am I interested in what I want to do, or am I committed? Because successful people are committed to the outcome that they want. So they will do whatever action steps are necessary to get them to that outcome. People that are interested or uncommitted will only do pleasing actions. They'll read another book. They'll watch another video. They'll dilly-dally around. They'll talk with people about their idea, but they'll never walk into that terror barrier and stay in it long enough to make it through the other side. I really need you to pay attention to this and look at this. This is what's going on with most people in life. We're in our comfort zone and we don't want to get out of it. We want to get out of it, but we are not committed to getting out of it. We are not committed to having a six-pack, or we're not committed to going to the gym and changing our physique, or we're not committed in going on the diet, right? We're interested in it and we want to look different, but we're not committed to doing it. We're interested in it. So we think about it, we talk about it, we read about it, we study about it. We gather some information about it, but we never made that committed decision and forced ourselves to start doing it. And the simplest way I found to change habits is to start with a minute a day, right? The rule of 100 states that if you take one discipline and you do it every day for 365 days, for 18 minutes, you're better than 95% of people in the world in that one discipline, right? So if you're doing your morning routine for an hour on the subjects that we've been talking about for a year, you're in the top 5%. You can start a business off of the information you've gathered. You know more than 95% of anyone else in the world on that one discipline, right? You can see in a short period of time, a year or 2 years, you can be whatever you want. If you want to be, a master salesman, you can do that in a year or two. If you want to be a gym expert, you can do that in a year. If you want to change your physique and learn about working out and eating and all of that and get into that industry, you can do that in a year. You'll be in the top 5%. But there's no competition, you guys. And we get out of the competitive mode and we get into the creative mode with spirit, with God, with Buddha, with whoever, whatever you want to call it. Primal cause, first cause, infinite source, whatever, nature, right? It doesn't matter what you call a thing. You never get wet by saying the word water. So what you call something We got to quit putting emphasis on, well, he says God, and I'm not really a fan of God. I really want to be a fan of. It doesn't matter what anyone calls anything. It's all the same energy. You'll never get wet by saying the word water. You have to get in the water to get wet. So it doesn't matter if I call God God and you call the same energy Buddha. It doesn't matter. It's not what we're calling it. It's what that is. I hope that makes sense so you guys can start understanding and quit putting emphasis on religious, spiritual. It doesn't matter, right? I know religions get a bad rap and whatever, and to each their own, but, right? You start learning the truth, that there is something going on in this universe that has always been here and will always be here and is perfect. I want to tap into that, and it loves me no matter what. It wants me to be the best me I can be, right? I believe in placebos. I've read enough studies, right? I think it was Wayne Dyer that was talking about crystals and how this reporter was saying, can you believe that people give all this energy to crystals? And he's like, look, if I had hemorrhoids and somebody told me crystals would heal it, I'm ordering crystal chairs. Like, it's your belief that is the most important thing out of anything. Do you believe in God? Do you believe in Jesus? Do you believe in Buddha? Whatever it is, do you believe in it? Because if you do, it's real. If you don't, it's not, right? Two people can have the same opposite opposing beliefs. They're both right because to them, that's the truth. If they believe that they have an incurable disease, they're not going to be able to be cured. If somebody over here has a disease that they know can be cured, they will find a cure because it's the belief. You can't kind of believe you're going to be cured. You're 100% in. You're without waver. You believe it, it will happen. Right? I've done some videos on pessimist and optimist and the differences, but believing that whatever your belief is, that is the truth for you. So I just want you guys to really test me and try to find the truth in what I'm presenting to you. And you will come to the same conclusion that I came to, that there is an infinite source that is everywhere, all the time, omnipresent, that I can tap into that will give me anything I want, good or bad. That's what I need you guys to understand. It's not just good. It's good usually when you become aware of this truth and you start giving energy to good things. But leading up to when you found this, all of that negative is what's happening. So it's very, very important that you make that distinction that good, bad, right, or wrong, whatever you're thinking about and feeling is going to come to you, whether you want it or not. That's why you are where you are in life. And you start piecing things together and you start understanding, right? This is truth. This is reality. My thoughts create things and my thoughts are powerful. And the words that I speak are very powerful. And if I say a bunch of negative things are going to come to me. If I say a bunch of positive things, a bunch of positive things are going to come to me. How do I start saying more positive than negative? How do I start thinking more positively than the negative in a day, right? And then I compound that by 90 days. Your life changes. You change. You become a different person. And you just keep becoming a different person. You keep getting better and better and better and better and better. 90 days at a time. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Bye.